Since December 2019, the City has begun official work to renew our community's guiding document on policy and land use, our official community plan. For years, we've been collecting information on things like downtown revitalization, housing, impacts we might feel from major projects, childcare needs, and the desires the community provided to us in the many engagement sessions hosted by Redesign Rupert. All of this work, along with the surveys we're currently conducting, have helped to inform the drafting of a new official community plan to guide us for the next decade or more. So what are some of the key changes being proposed compared to our last official community plan? The draft of the new OCP provides some new directions for downtown. This includes new Midtown, Downtown, and Marina area districts, with new emphasis on densifying and infilling with mixed use and residential development in vacant downtown areas. It also includes new guidelines for downtown that highlight the historic character of downtown, use of color and natural materials, rain protections, more pedestrian orientation, accessibility, public art, and more. It includes a new height framework for downtown and the Marina District, with some taller buildings proposed to be permitted in lower impact areas, and an overall intent to minimize impact on surrounding residential views. The new plan also addresses the city's infrastructure. The city knows that for many in Prince Rupert, replacing and fixing outdated infrastructure is a major priority. This is something we've been working hard at, with the replacement of our 100-year-old dam currently underway, but we know that there's more to do. Our new OCP suggests the more direct incorporation of asset management planning and reserve funds via city policy. There's also the policy suggestion for new infrastructure to be built with sustainability in mind. So for instance, the initiation of recycling alongside the development of the new landfill cell. This will help us to ensure that as we replace our assets, we have the next generations in mind. That being said, this OCP also incorporates policy towards a more sustainable future. Proposed policy in the new OCP provides more direction with respect to climate change and emissions. There's a newly proposed food system section and related policies, and planning policy has incorporated the principles of sustainable cities, smart growth, healthy and complete communities. There are also new protections and development guidelines for the riparian environment, and there are calls for additional planning to support trails and recreational development to help support healthy community members. Another addition to the new OCP is greater clarity around new housing development. Housing is a major community concern. While social housing is primarily a provincial responsibility, the city is considering policy that recognizes the need for housing and incentivizes new development. The proposed plan includes approximate numbers of housing units required by type and potential locations for new housing development, along with proposed incentive policies to encourage development. It also includes new and clear development permit guidelines for multifamily developments that put emphasis on neighborhood livability and proximity to amenities. These guidelines will help direct future residential growth. Changes to the official community plan were based on survey responses in the following surveys, as well as stakeholder input in the 2030 process. These are just the changes that are proposed. Now that we have a draft OCP, we're bringing it back to the community for additional consultation to see what you think about the policies we've suggested. Let us know what you think. Go to www.engage.princerupert.ca to submit your responses to our community surveys, or call our executive assistant to set up a discussion with the mayor regarding your feedback on the new OCP. Once we've given residents a chance to provide additional feedback, Council can proceed to formal consideration of a new official community plan that will guide Prince Rupert for decades to come. Thank you in advance for your participation.